Because up until 20 minutes ago, I thought gender fluid just meant she was a squirter.
Oh yeah, baby, give me that gender fluid.
You got a little bit of a gender fluid over there on the rug. You want to clean that up?
So, what has Congressman Donald Payne, representative of New Jersey's 10th district, been up to as of late? Well, thanks to Forbes, we got a little bit of video here. That, seeing how I haven't posted in a while, I figured I'd chop up and see where this man's head is at politically, because, you know, he does represent us, right? So, Payne, what do you got for us?
With respect to the situation at the southern border,
Oh, boy.
I would just like to admonish or condemn a person who came up with the idea saying, hey, I know how to stop people from coming across the border. When they get here, we'll take their children from them.
Okay, so when it comes to the southern border, we have seen endless videos of NGOs, convoys, straight up interviews of grown fighting age men coming up through to the southern border, saying how Joe Biden is their president and they are more than right. They here for it, bro. They here for it. Now, what he's referring to specifically when it comes to caging the kids, I mean, wasn't that, I'm not sure if that started during the Obama administration, but yeah, that was taking place during the Obama administration. And I love how he's like, yeah, I just want to condemn the person that came up with this. Well, I mean, you're the congressman, sir. Who came up with them? Came up with it? Where is their hearing?
Lock them in a fence and forget about them and walk away. Let your children find themselves in that position.
That's right. You have to appeal to their hearts. Oh my goodness. This is the same guy who tried to use his son getting stopped by the police, right? He's like, oh, my son was going to this school that's outside of his district in a much nicer district in New Jersey. And he tried to use that as some type of play that, oh my goodness, the racial injustice. And he ended up blocking me on Facebook because I brought up like, sir, you're a congressman. Your father was a congressman. He is the son of a congressman. We are 100% sure that no matter what the situation he found himself in with those police, he would be handled with the kiddest of gloves. Make no mistake about it. And yes, he felt some kind of way about it and goes on to say how he tries to keep his son away from people like me. And I'm like, yeah. The people, your constituents, the residents of your district, I imagine you would, huh? Because it's your party, right, who sits here and declares New Jersey specifically a sanctuary state. Do you not remember that? You're the ones that sat here and said, oh, well, Trump wants to build a wall. We're going to tear that wall down. And we're going to make sure that everybody, because everybody has a human right to be in America for some weird reason, because all of you were sitting there suffering through TDS. So to sit here and play now and continue to use, will somebody think of the children argument is bullshit, pork chop.
You find yourself in that position. It's a shame. It's absolutely a shame. To use children as props.
This is all coming from a Democrat, and not just, in this, like, whatever massa say, oh, pork chops Payne's gonna do. This man has no moral compass whatsoever. He is not the brightest bulb. This man, the bulb's out. It's dimmer. It's dim. I'm talking about we are on the last few flickers here as far as mental intelligence and capacity goes. All right. He is nothing but a puppet. Who gets by on his daddy's name. Make no mistake about it, because his father was the first black congressman from New Jersey. Well, slap a junior on that and keep it pushing, and we can push through all the bullshit we want. And that's exactly what's taking place here, particularly in Essex County, New Jersey. But yeah, continue.
As a way to get what you want, and to also just ignore that the fentanyl problem is at ports of entry by American citizens.
I don't know why these assholes try to make it seem like being an American citizen or there's a problem. You know, even if God bless them, capitalism, baby. If Americans are doing it, but the deal is that it's not just Americans doing it. A large amount of it comes from cartels from the southern border. But what we're watching here is what I like to call misdirection.
Whenever you hear that, you just close your ears. La, 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 la.
No. We completely understand. We understand that Americans can and will sit there and didn't America create meth? My God, when it comes to ways of getting high, God bless the USA, because Lord knows we will find there are people that huff doo-doo, okay? Make no mistake about it. But the thing is that when it comes to where a lot of fentanyl is manufactured, it's manufactured to the south of us. All right, there, pork chop.
Obviously, there is some fentanyl coming across the southern border. But the fact of the matter is, most of the fentanyl coming into the United States is coming through ports of entry by American citizens.
Citation needed. Okay, if you're going to sit here and say that, if you're going to definitively say most of it's coming through, so we're going to say, I'll give you 51%. If you got any data that backs up that 51% is coming through via American citizens, then I'd love to see it, bro. But this feels like a bullshit statement that you pulled out of your rather rotant ass.
Keep denying it. Keep not, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to know about that. You want the narrative of the southern border as the problem.
No, it's not the only problem. It's the southern border and the policies that the Biden administration and a lot of NGOs institute at the border. It's the openness of the border. It's the fact. You know what? Don't quote me on this, but I've recently seen that it's about 14, 15 million immigrants have jumped the border in the past 2 years. All right, that's a number that I recently saw. But you know what I'm saying? So take all these numbers with the grain of salt that you should be taking them with. But I'm also gonna sit here and tell you, yeah. Like, I can't sit here and just go directly to the data myself, because it's something that I saw while I was reading another article on something. So yeah, cut it the fuck out.
Everything wrong with this country is the southern border.
Oh no.
You should look around. Because while you're looking only at the southern border, there are folks bringing fentanyl in every port of entry in this.
Fentanyl, sex trafficked women, stolen cars, expensive goods. There's a lot of things that come into this country via them ports, via them docks. All right, and it's not a lot of stolen items, art and paintings and shit. It's a port of entry. Yeah, tons. That's literally what it's made for. But the thing is that having an administration that declares, having specifically the Murphy administration here in New Jersey declare us a sanctuary state and giving, what did Murphy give, $30 million to illegal immigrants for their legal defenses? Get the pain. Fuck off with that shit, all right?
Country. And they're doing it because they know you're looking at the southern border. Amazing.
Yeah, it is that you really sitting here trying to obfuscate this issue. And here's the fun thing. He's not wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying, because guess what? You're 100% correct. Whereas, yeah, it comes in from everywhere. But to sit here and pretend as if your team, your party did not shine a gigantic, come hither, there, tired and weary strangers, down at the borders, and a lot of it specifically comes from the South because hey, that's walking distance to some of these folks. So yeah, cut it out. A nice misdirection, but fuck out of here with that shit, guys. This is the game that they play. All right, this is how they do us. It's always a matter of the misdirection and starting off with, will somebody please think of the children? What trash, garbage, and we'll never get rid of him. Why? Because it's so fucking expensive. This man got like $1 million war chest for whoever decides to step up and go at him. I mean, the machine, the global homo weirdos that run this state and run and really do have their clutches in every single aspect of American society at this point. Yeah, field day with this guy, and they know here in this capitalist country, all it takes is the bread, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. So we're not getting rid of this dick, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and let this motherfucker obfuscate and misdirect and sit there and really sit up on this fucking high horse and talk about how people use children and everything else like that. The exact same shit your team, your squad, and you yourself, sir, are guilty of. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, and get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute, like one of the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out Odyssey as well. Links in the description. Actually go to the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Pork chop. I'm telling you, man, this guy, man, like, he's blocked me on the internet, and I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, he blocked. No, I'm just going to sit here and keep making fun of you, dipshit, because you are not as bright as you try to portray yourself as, or you think you are, for real. Like, it's just been a matter of your name. That's all you've gotten by on, and that's cool. By all means, I mean, shit, take advantage of it. But the problem is that while you've done that, these same communities, like my hometown and these communities, these people you swear you care so much about, when I would have you, yeah, fuck them if they're not on the plantation, on the bureaucratic plantation. But you may disagree, and that's what my comment section is for. Till the next one.